Hey guys, Clumsy here. Good morning, good evening. Happy Thanksgiving. For those in the US, how have you guys celebrated? Should be Thursday night there, right? Thursday afternoon for some. How's everyone doing? See me okay? Hear me okay? Thank you for all the early birds. Glad you were able to join. Let's go through the list. Jay is pretty early. Thanks, man. Glad you're able to join. Hey, NL. How have you guys been? Tom, thanks for joining. Aldo, glad you're here. This is your first live stream? Oh, that's awesome. Glad we caught each other. What time is it there? Where you're from? Hey, Martin and Panda, welcome back, guys. How have you been? For those who are celebrating Thanksgiving, how has it been? Patrick, how are you? Were you in Jack's stream as well? Sorry, couldn't drop by. Hey, Silver. Pretty late there, isn't it? How are things going in France? How are the numbers looking like? Yeah, thanks for making it very late there already. What is it? 1 a.m.? Let me see if I missed someone else. I'm just going through the list, guys. Ah, Ark. How are you? Glad you were able to join. Were you able to test out the CAT3406? I honestly haven't tested it out yet. Hey, Sonoma. Glad you made it, man. What have you been busy with these days? Oi! Super, welcome back, man. Love the mug. Did you get it from Teespring? Hey, little Jacob. Dark Reaper 7897. Ooh, nice. Glad you were able to join the stream. I do live in Singapore. Yes, so it is currently 8 a.m. here. 1 a.m. in France. Got a stalker. Oh, Austria. Oh, cool. So that should be 1 a.m. there as well, right? Well, pretty late. Hey, Sky. How are you, man? Glad you could join. You think France is bad, UK is worse? Oh, is it? Goodness. Stay safe, guys. Stay home. Hope it all gets better soon. Let's keep each other company inside our own houses in the meantime. Keeps your tea warm. So Super just got his own mug. He actually got a different one, like a different background. That's cool. Like there's a blue background there. So that exclamation point merch, I think, should get you to that URL. I guess there would be some Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and all the other sales happening. That would be the perfect time to get into it. You're using the CAT3406 engine. Oh, nice. It works great. Yeah, I haven't been able to test it. I've gotten a couple of requests and a couple of people asking about it. Even in the SCS forums, I've been getting private messages. So I thought, well, why not spend a few minutes to mod it out? So I did it and I shared it with everyone. So for those who are loving Zmod's CAT3406E for ATS, but you're missing it because it's not compatible with 139 at the moment, well, you're in luck. Exclamation point mods should give you the list. And in there under the ATS tab should be the compatibility patch that I made for 139. Just make sure to read the notes so you know the load order and the required mods. Dark gray background. Ah, there you go. Thank you. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, under the videos, I think there would be the Teespring links for the mug, the shirt, and other stuff. Thanks, Jay. Hey, Alex, Jack, how are you guys? Glad you're able to join. Happy Thanksgiving, Alex. How did you spend your Thanksgiving? Hunting with Jack. Sorry, couldn't drop by earlier. How did the hunting go? Hopefully not as trollish as SnowRunner. Hey, larger life. Thanks for joining, guys. Mine Man, how are you? Space Hunter, thanks for joining. Glad you made it. Alright, let's go and start up. I was recording a silent trucking episode yesterday in ETS2 just to check it out. And I was checking out the sounds from Kriechbaum, the Scania DC13 sounds. They're beautiful as always, Kriechbaum levels. And I realized I missed trucking in ETS2. So that's where we are right now. And it doesn't make, it's not the perfect fit, given that it's Thanksgiving today. So it's kind of makes sense that I go with ATS, but I figured we've been playing ATS for quite a while. Might be nice for a change. So here it is. That should reflect on your end as well. Let me try to see if I keep the preview on, if you guys will get lag. Let's observe it. I think I will. I'll have to turn that off later. So what's new in this profile? Well, I was able to activate all the map mods. So the usual combo that I use, RoEx is now in 2.8. There are some new areas. Rust map is here. Southern region is a 139 fix. Pro mods 251 is here. So those mainly are the mods that I have, the map mods. Yeah, in terms of trucks, we are using Scania R by RJL. In terms of graphics, we still have Naturalux combined with Project Next Gen for textures and road lines. And for vegetation, we're using the late autumn mod from Grimes, which received a fix for 139. The last time I tried it, it was still crashing, but thankfully there was an update. In terms of traffic mods, I updated Traffic Maniacs packs for 139, so that should be good as well. Right, hopefully. And so far, it seems better in terms of the in terms of the loading time, it has been better in a way that it's not always recalculating the GPS when I load the profile. So I think that got fixed. Maybe with 139 that got fixed. Free and paid RoEx. You get some extra areas. So the things that are new in 2. I guess it's like one version below, one version behind is what I'm expecting. Like for example, in 2.8 we're getting Crimea. Is that the right way to pronounce it? And Crimea, I guess, would only be available in the free version when the next paid version comes out, like for example 3.0. So I think it's always one version behind. Thanksgiving, so you had to shoot some turkey. Perfect fit. And yes, it was trolling you. The same way it was trolling Blah. Oh, I love the truck break dancing from yesterday. From Hungary, hey, larger life. Thanks for joining. Was as trolling as SnowRunner. Crap. Driving in Ukraine. Yeah, Kriechbaum never lets us down. There's the truck. I am trying out a different paint job. I'm not usually a fan of this. I'm not sure how you call it. Alex might know. You know how the usual metallic paint job is? This one is like the matte finish. I'm not sure if you have a term for it. I see this sometimes in cars and I'm not particularly fond of it. I don't know. It's like it doesn't fit a vehicle, but maybe it's a matter of getting used to. But yeah, when I tried it on the truck, it kind of looked nice. Kind of looks like cell shaded in a way. Borderlands feels. But and of course it's raining. Oh my goodness. Why they use earphones? I think I had oh wait. The stream hang? Okay, the stream should be back, I think. We do have transcoding, so that's good. Are we back, guys? And we are back, okay. Just Twitch trolling me. OBS Studio is what I use, yes. Hey, Cold. How are you, man? Wise man. Our stuff doing. Hey, Fifi. So yeah, we are testing out a different paint job. I'm not sure what it's called. The matte ones. I'm not particularly a fan of it, but sometimes I just to try it for a change, and for this particular one it kind of looks like cel-shaded, has its own appeal, so we'll try it. Anyway, let's hear Kriechbaum sounds here. Having issues too. Blame the dog. Yeah, it's all the dog's fault. Trollvember. Sounds about right. I'm also loving the dashboard. I believe that's from Oscar. Even the switches have been modified, the sounds. They're not as loud as what I'm used to, but I guess once you get used to it, it's okay. Where are we right now anyway? Hey, Lagober. I should implement that follow age command, huh? We'll look into that in the future if I remember. So, the silent trucking episode I did is from, pardon the pronunciation, Melitopol to Kerch. So we cross over to Crimea here in this border. And then the RoEx is adding this entire area, I believe. Crimea, this one, and then I think there's a bridge connecting to southern region. So that is now completely connected, and you don't have to take a ferry or pass through Russia to get to the southern region areas. What else? I believe there are also some other new areas, but I'm not so sure. Crimea is what I'm sure of, I think these parts. But if you go to the RoExtended website and look at what's new, it highlights specifically what those areas are. But for us, we'll just drive around in this area. I'd want to explore more of Crimea, so we'll look for something here, go south, and we'll see how it goes. Played ATS for the first time since July. Wow. If you got Colorado, that will be even more amazing. I'm not such a fan of the rain. I think I'll just zero it out, because it is not very conducive for sightseeing, nor for the frame rate. Rain probability, just keep that 0. Then the paint job we can change later if necessary. Set that fixed, there you go. Haven't touched ETS2 as much. Yeah, I know, right? My sentiments as well. I have been stuck in ATS for quite a while, so it's quite refreshing to get back into ETS. That's always the nice mix. You know, keep it fresh, keep it exciting. Now, where can we go? Krasnodar. We can go here. Yeah, but let's take the long route around. That might work, although it is urgent, so we might get late there. Although I do have a mod that extends the time, so that might help. We'll see. Yeah, should be. Had to restart the stream to get Twitch working again. Well, glad it worked eventually. COVID works making working in the hospital harder. Oh my goodness. Stay safe, Silver. All the best, man. Hope things turn better soon. Hang in there. Thank you for dropping by. The FLC indicator sounds, yeah. They kind of screamed at me when I tested them. Not as loud as the XBX Freightliner. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Alex. I got used to those hugely sounding clicking sounds from the Freightliner FLC. The more realistic volumes are kind of weird to me now. There's a lot of detail in these new areas. You can see everything, even disappearing people like that. But yeah, lots of people on the benches, even though they are disappearing, blinking in and out of existence. But I do like the details. Makes it feel like a real lived-in town. Now, where do we pick this up from? Here, probably. You and your mom together. Well, glad you guys were able to get together. Because I can imagine, yeah, some people will have very limited Thanksgiving. Would be risky to join the family even if you get tested. Let's pick a trailer. Let's go with that one. Keep it simple. Yes, yes. Have to make sure to reroute. Yeah, even for us, we'll be spending our first Christmas here in Singapore. Usually we go home to the Philippines, right? Go home to Manila. But yeah, this year we'll not be traveling because of COVID. And yeah, we'll be staying here. We'll be doing staycation instead. I already was able to book where we're staying. So keep it at least special. Even if we won't be able to get into our usual family reunions. At least me and Mrs. Clumsy are together, so we can make the most out of the situation. Such is the way of the world recently, so we have to make do. Go. Patch that up. Oh, that fits perfectly. I actually like that look. Very nice. Idaho is 10% off. Oh, that's perfect. Get into it then. Now, how the heck do we get out of here? 1 second. Maybe we turn to the right. How the heck do you... Maybe you have to reverse it out? Wow. Yeah, I think I have to reverse it out. Because I doubt I can just turn left there. ETS is all you play. You don't like EU roads much. You're American. Yeah. For me as an Asian, I love exploring the different road networks, the different varieties. So I like mixing it up every now and then. Sec. Where the heck is that turn? Big Steam sale for America for Black Friday. Well, there's already a Steam sale ongoing, right? Not sure if they'll add something on top of that, but yeah, there is a chance, huh? Am I doing this the right way? 1 second. Speak out. I'll get back to you guys in a bit, okay? Just give me a few seconds here. Looks good. Here we have to turn sharper, I guess. Not too sharp because we'll hit that trailer. There we go. Okay, that works. There's a way. Colorado, I doubt is on sale. But then with how beautiful that DLC is, it's worth it even at the base price. Make it like a Thanksgiving, Christmas, holidays present for yourself. Eargasm. Yeah, it's not overly loud, right? Very well balanced. That's the word I'm looking for. Balanced. Now we'll have to reroute. Before that, I'll get back to chat. Yes, when Pro Mods Canada comes out, I'm sure everyone will be staying there. Yeah. Trying is good enough. Have a good night, Silver, if you're still here. So we wanted to explore a bit more. So we can take the long route around, maybe like that. Yes. And then get on this road. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, that looks scary. And then enter the city. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, that looks good. That should give us a nice view of Crimea. And then from there, we go from RoEx and make our way back to the west. There's some kind of music playing in the background. I guess some people partying. No one has their masks on yet, though. I guess they're not yet social distancing here. This is spooky. Recruitment agency. 30% off Utah, 50 off Washington, 70 off Oregon. Oh my goodness. Yeah, perfect time. Yeah, there's even a bundle. So I think in addition to those discounts, you can actually get even more if you get the bundle. Plum was saying something about that. And it's perfect because Pro Mods will require... Currently, Pro Mods Canada requires Oregon and Washington. In the future, as they expand, they mentioned that Idaho will also be required. So since Idaho is on sale now, might be a good time to pick it up. Nice looking bridge right there. Renault Major. What is a Renault Major? Renault Premium I have tried, especially with EVR sounds. Those are beautiful. I close the windows? Yes, I have. Buying Idaho and Colorado. Good move, man. Enjoy. You'll be stuck in ATS for the foreseeable future. Bye. Yeah, Colorado is the best DLC. Hands down. So far. I am noticing something weird though with the transmission. It seems to shift at like 1800 instead of 1500. Let me change something. Remove the adaptive automatic transmission. Maybe this could work. Yeah, maybe the bundle will work for you, Iceman. Hey, Deso. There we go. I think that looks better. Let's see where the shifting would be. Oh, those are some low quality dials. Huh? Oh, I couldn't test it. I'll test it later when we get on the highway. How are things going in India, Jay? Panda. Space Hunter. I guess it still depends on your area, but in general. Twisty turny roads on that route. Gonna be an interesting route. Oh my goodness. Might not be so good for me, huh? What's new in Promos 251? They released an image, an infographic of what new areas there are. There are some new ones in Poland, in the UK. Not as big of an update, more of a compatibility patch with some nice additions. But of course, it's Pro Mods, however you turn it, so quality product through and through. You watched a few truckers' YouTube videos. 1 second, that. I think we stay on the right here. I would have wanted to go on that bridge because it looks so good. I-70 Colorado near Eisenhower Tunnel is crazy. Does it look similar to how we have it in the game? Absolutely love that. Eisenhower Tunnel. It's like 11,000 feet elevation, wasn't it? Super cool. You have all DLCs except the last 2 latest maps. The matte paint job is starting to grow on me. This DLC has yet to come. Well, that's good news if it is. Cascadia. Well, that's not going to be a DLC. It's going to be a free update. So that's even better. Looks like there's an airport here. There we go. Now the shifting is correct. Shifting at 1500. It looks spot on. Nice. 90 there. Hey Richard. Glad you made it to the stream. How are you? Hey Nick. Thanks for joining. Feel free to ask questions on the specs if you have more detailed ones. Taking a break from ETS2. Once Freightliner Cascadia goes out. Well, maybe you'll get back once Iberia comes out. What is the news about Iberia anyway? Have you guys heard anything? I think Alex has some insider info. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. Happy Thanksgiving, Super, if you're still here. Sorry, I saw the bits, but I'm not sure. I can't remember if I acknowledged it. I remember talking about the mug, but not about your message specifically. Sorry about that. Cases are reducing day by day. City used to be on top in cases. Oh, that's good to hear. Are they keeping testing up though? Because many countries are doing a bit of a tricky maneuver. Like, they are saying there are less cases, but yes, there are less cases because there's actually less testing going on. I heard similar things in Poland, the Philippines. So lots of like pending. Some labs aren't providing their test results anymore. So it results to overall a lower number. Let's take that shot. Of course, a bridge shot. The white is bleeding off though, too bright. But we can make it work. FPS. Yeah, once Iberia will be back to ETS2 for sure. Tunnel looks exactly like in game. Wow. But right, it's snowing so much there. Ah, is it? Started snowing already. They had to close everything, and that truck is being used to pull all those duck trucks. Oh goodness. Well, I hope they stay safe. Out in less than 2 to 3 weeks. Where did you get that info? I did, Super. Okay, great. Thanks, man. Appreciate the support. And glad you're enjoying the mug. Such a safe zone from COVID. Has a border zone around the city. Yeah, they are managing it pretty well. So far, so good. Hopefully they keep it up. We have had no local cases for 15 days straight. Although we did get one new local case yesterday. So that kind of broke the streak, but still overall it's good. And then we're getting new cases from abroad as they come into the country, but they are getting put into stay home notice is what we call it. So they're being put into isolation so they don't infect anyone else, and they're being closely monitored that they're following the stay home notice. So far so good. We're able to go out now. Me and Mrs. Clumsy are going out more often. Still masks on the entire time, even if you're outside, even if you're in open areas, and still limited to social gatherings up to 5 people only, but that's no problem for me. As you can imagine, I am far from reaching 5 people. So no problem with me. And yeah, social distancing measures, so a bit more spaced out, which is good for me as well, so no complaints there. Sorry guys, another photo. The mountain in the distance looks beautiful. That lives in Chennai. They were saying it's pretty bad. Water's entering their houses. Oh, wait a minute. This is not COVID. Do you guys have weather typhoons or something? Oh, stay safe, guys. I was thinking, why would water enter if you have lots of infections? That doesn't look bad at all, this one. Very nice. Stay safe, Panda. A fix or update for Eugene's Volvo FH. I have not seen anything. Has been the longest time since I've driven that truck. Kinda miss it now that you mention it. I'm sure Jay does too. His favorite. Bangalore, lot of rain in low-lying area getting floods. Ah, I see. Goodness. Typhoon, stay safe. How well Singapore is combating. Yeah, they're doing very well. Very good. Very well managed. But then again, yes, it's they're managing it very well, but I guess there's also an advantage of being so small. The smaller the area, I guess the more manageable it will be. So that's a combination of great management and much controllable area for testing. Taking a photo every few kilometers, maybe even less. I am loving how everything just combines. The trees, the mountains, gives you a very nice look, and the lighting. Still using Naturalux. Still haven't found anything that can replace it. I live in Singapore, larger life. Eugene is working on it. End of November, that's good. That will be next week latest. Stay home and get free XP. I like the sound of that, chat. Is there any news when SnowRunner update will come out? I do want to go work on those cabins, but it's weird that they acknowledged the bug at least. Maybe that's only a problem in MP, huh? But then again, most of the fun is in MP. 4K daily, stay safe. Oh, look at this. Beautiful cliffs. Kind of reminds me of ATS. Very nice landscaping work here. Wow. I think Arayas is getting some help as well, if I remember correctly. Crimea was done by a different person, not Arayas. Can't remember his name though, sorry about that. But yeah, if you look at the what's new page in the RoExtended site, I think it mentions it there. I think what Arayas did was the bridge from Crimea to southern region, but this entire area of Crimea was done by someone else. Come on, you can do it. US with 150 to 200,000, goodness. Well, I guess the size is also a factor. If you try and divide it per million people, maybe it won't be as big a gap. This very interesting landscape, very scary as well. Where do I stay? Oh, there, okay. Interesting. I'm loving this landscape. I did not know what to expect at all. I know nothing about Crimea. I googled it a bit, and it seems like a contested territory. What is the official term? Like there is no clear... Like if you ask different people, they will have different answers for you. If Crimea is part of what, or if it's its own. So it must be one of those controversial topics. Oh no, downhill. There was no mandatory brake check this time. Got our lights on. Full retarder here, guys. There you go. They have less than 100 daily cases back in spring. I see. Yeah, Eugene's Volvo is so much better than the stock one. Gets so many options. And also the best part in there, in my opinion, is the interior. He made the interior gray instead of that default, what do you call that? Tan. Maybe. Disputed territory, there you go. Definitely not the only one who likes Volvos, Jay. That's for sure. It's a great brand. That's the official term, thank you. Disputed territory. Yeah, when I was googling Crimea, there was even a notice from the, was it the US government? A government site from the US, maybe the embassy or something. But they were saying not to go to Crimea because the US has no jurisdiction there or something along those lines. So they cannot provide support if you go to Crimea, something like that. And it sounded a bit scary. Eugene's Volvo was your first mod ever. Don't use other Volvo mod ever. I've tried others. I've tried initially, who was it who made also the Volvo FH mod? Was it Pendragon? That was good as well, but hands down Eugene's was my favorite. Looking forward to that getting updated. Keep looking out for other videos on the cabins, but haven't seen anyone get to that part yet. Wow, we're so advanced. Will you look at that? Professional snow runner truckers. Imagine that, huh? Who would have thought? I know you were, Jay. I was riding with you. So how did you guys celebrate Thanksgiving this year? I know there is like a divided opinion on this for sure. Some people would risk going home, get tested, go home, spend time together, because that's what Thanksgiving is all about, right? If I know anything about it. But then some, I guess, would not risk meeting up, especially if you have more senior members in the family, and could be risky. So how about, and I'm not here to tell which one is right from wrong from the other, but sharing some experiences shouldn't be bad, with no judgment from others. Posted some screenshots. Oh, great. It's coming soon. How do I like the Flight Sim USA update? How do I say it? I like the quality. I think it was mainly Gaia Simulations who made the handcrafted airports. I've not seen it myself yet, like Atlanta. I've seen some screenshots. It looks very good, even much better than the Payware Atlanta from, what was the company, and a different company. So good job there, and we're getting it for free. And all the points of interest, they say, were made by Gaia Simulations, and we've seen a couple of those in the stream 2 days ago. The footage is now in YouTube. Exclamation point YouTube gets you there. So I like those parts, definitely. The detail they bring. But overall, the update like also, as always, with any update from Asobo, it comes with a lot of baggage, to put it mildly. One step forward, two steps back, I heard some people say it. Because as beautiful as the update is for the scenery, if we're getting a lot of problems on the aircraft themselves, Payware planes crashing because of some updates Asobo did without updating the third-party developers, the autopilot becoming really bugged when it comes to following the navigation, the instructions. So lots of quirky stuff happening, and there's even some performance question marks, stuttering or degradation in FPS that have been reported. So many reports that it seems a bit it's beautiful. So many reports that it doesn't seem isolated. Let's take a photo right here. That should look good. Models by Ohaha. Oh, there you go. There's the thumbnail. There's the thumbnail shot. I can go with that. Let's take one more from here, from this side. Tried making a patch for V8 next gen sounds and it works. Oh, nice. You're getting the hang of it. Look at you, modder. There we go. It's not bad looking at all. Exactly, an AP always messing up. I cannot really understand it. It's like... It is like Microsoft Scenery Simulator with some bonus planes. That should have been the title from the way things are going. Because they put so much focus on the scenery, which is great, but that means putting less focus on the actual planes. And first and foremost, it should be a flight simulator, so it is a bit of a question mark why they have that approach. It's a bit weird. Although I guess I understand it from a marketing point of view. You would appeal more to the masses and get more income in, more revenue. It would be more catchy to the normal people if you improve the scenery versus if you make it the most accurate airplanes ever or avionics ever, which would appeal mostly to the hardcore sim enthusiasts. If you're a casual player who just likes to sightsee, just want something that flies relatively, you would be more focused on the scenery. And I guess there are more people like that than people who are really focused on the flight sim. So in my opinion, as much as they say that Microsoft Flight Sim is for everyone and they are trying to make it as simulatory as possible, the priorities they are showing at the moment say otherwise, and it looks like they are prioritizing the casual players more, which is a bit sad, but I understand because at the end of the day it's all about money and they have to get the revenue because they have such a huge team. They spend so much on it. They have to get the numbers. But yeah. And unfortunately, the hardcore flight sim enthusiasts are few and far in between. Just a shame. But hopefully things turn around. There is hope. Maybe. Although it's getting slimmer by the day, by the update. Yeah. Bridge shot. Should we do a bridge shot, guys? Yes, of course we should. Once we clear this cliff. I am loving the view of this. I did not expect this kind of scenery at all. I was expecting more the mountainside thing, but not really this kind of... I don't know how to describe it. Shumi's retouch of the 2009 Volvo F8. Yes, Shumi's mods are pretty good. They're not like... If you compare it, they're not like study level. Like in a way that, like for example, RJL would add so many details, but they are more than good enough to give you enough customization and nice bells and whistles So whenever I have Shumi's truck available, I would choose it for sure over the default one. Panda's getting good at it. The modding, yeah, I agree. It's working swell. Haven't been on the forums in a long time. Do miss the drama. Oh, if you want drama, is that still there, guys? Have you checked? Go to the ATS forum, ATS section. Under maps and under... What is the name of the map, guys? If you want drama, I think that's the biggest drama I've seen so far in the forums. Even bigger than the background map issue from Pro Mods and Beng and Jay. They want to deliver content from time to time to be an ongoing title. Well, arguably that's content. It's just not for the flight sim enthusiasts. It's content for the casual players. Which is... it's good. But because other areas suffer, it's not good. Have you been tempted to try X-Plane with you? I have been a lot of times, yes. I have been tempted so many times. Especially with the recent updates in Flight Sim, working the autopilot and the other systems. I have been getting more and more tempted in X-Plane. The only thing that's really holding me back are the clouds. Then again, X-Enviro got an update. It's now in 1.14. And it now works with 1150, but not in Vulkan. So if you want X-Enviro, 3D clouds, and X-Plane, you have to be in OpenGL, which absolutely sucks. And I'm not willing to give that trade-off. I might take a look into it if I get even more frustrated. Isn't much drama in ETS2 because they have their own forums. Yeah, Pro Mods and background map was the biggest one. Since there are more casual than hardcore players, the former make the game more profitable. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Which is sad, but such is the way. Those water textures are amazing indeed. I think with NL those have been improved as well. I remember with Project Next Gen, the Payware version, he also has very nice texture models. Yalta. Caribbean, yeah, there you go. There you go. Transcode, yeah, I was surprised. When the stream hiccuped a while ago, it started me up with like 160p. 160p? Isn't there like a zero missing there? Nah. Alright, life. Thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Catch you next time. Stay safe. Hungry. Hey, Emil. How have you been? Thanks for joining. Sure to take popcorn when going to the Caribbean map thread. Perfect. Ooh, is that a castle? Nice. This is your stop. Yeah, it looks like a nice town. The main protagonist in that drama has quit the Caribbean map now. Oh really? He has? The the main protagonist, I love the term. Really makes it into a drama, huh? Why did he quit? That's sad. Where will we get all our drama now? Oh good. People are very passionate with their work, so there are bound to be clashes. Still fun seeing the thread though, especially because it's open to the public. Like normally with a fight like that, I would expect to have it in closed quarters, or how do you say, in private, instead of broadcasting it to the entire world. But I guess the passion went up so high that not able to contain it. Oh my goodness. Might come back in a sequel. More drama. Oh no. Or maybe, oh yes. Depends the way you look at it. You're gonna have to check it out. Yes. Quite funny one. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Didn't know such drama could exist, especially in a trucking forum. Yalta has a pretty significant historical impact. This was where Franklin Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, and Joseph Stalin convened together in 1945 at the end of World War II. Oh, was it? Wow, thanks for a tidbit, Enel. A resident historian, making it more interesting for us. Thanks, man. Not paying attention to the Caribbean map thread. Paid more attention to Pasmod and Merced Country 1:1. Was there drama there as well? I don't know of that drama. We'll have to sleep here. Sevastopol. Simferopol. Exactly how I'm laughing now. That's how you laugh when you go through it. I wonder how the SES moderators are feeling. Have they chimed in at all? Have they like tried to break off the fight or something? Or are they just eating their popcorn as well in the background? When I read it, I didn't see any intervention whatsoever. So maybe it's the latter they're doing, just enjoying their popcorn as well. When you're playing ETS2, sometimes get so many frame drops, not sure why. Oh yeah, that's a very complicated topic. You have mods in, removing them would be the number one thing you can do. Because oftentimes mods can make things super complicated. They are a double-edged sword, to put it mildly. The new version of Pasmod is awesome. Is that different from 1.4? I have downloaded 1.4, but I haven't checked it out yet. The mods deleted quite a bit of that ruckus. Boo! Party poopers! No drama in those threads, just more interested in those projects. Ah, I see. Oh. Where's the fun in that? Make sure your mod's in the correct order, yes. But yeah, if you're not familiar, if you're not so used to using mods, remove them all first. Check if the lag is gone, and then add them back in one by one. And I know that's a very tedious process. I myself have shied away from that approach as much as I can because it's so tedious. But that's the really only surefire way of getting out the bad weeds. The 1.4 version, cool. I have not checked it out actually. I think I only downloaded it, but I have not really checked out the mod myself. Pasmod is growing bit by bit and I like it. Hey Azo. Hey Led. How are you, man? Heard you got back into farming with Blah again. How's that going? I think I want to go straight here because I want to sleep there in that mechanic area. Very nice road network here. Not too confusing, but enough to be exciting. Looks like that's a truck dealer of some sort. Brought back your farming server, nice. Anyone getting the farming itch again recently? Not sure I have. Still thinking about it. Is there anything new in the farm sim world? Man, I love those blinker sounds. I love these much better than the ones from Freightliner FLC. They'll make you deaf. The ones from the FLC. Paz is considering rebuilding Phoenix as well. Oh, wow. He sure loves that area, huh? Southern California to Arizona. Is he from there, I guess? Would make a lot of sense. We'll be waiting for it at the Colorado border. Good. Perfectly morning now. Great. Sorry, wrong button. That was almost the level of Yeet. Yeah, Simferopol, I guess we can just pass through. But that looks very nice, that roundabout. I would expect some nice monuments in between or something. And then we pass through the border again right here, going back to Ukraine. Into Kherson. I'm trying to hold out the sneeze. Okay, good. Paz is from Germany. Oh, wow, interesting. Because he seems very focused in his updates. Kind of looks like he was more into the... like he's from there. Cool. The horn works. Does it really? Should we try it again? I wasn't so sure. Jay or Alex, have you tried NL recently? I think you're still using NL, right? Have you tried placing any of the mugs recently from NL? Are you also getting that weird shadow at the bottom? I had to remove them because of that weird shadow. Not sure if it's just a mod conflict or something that needs to be updated on the mod. Mugs are bugged. Okay, thanks. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, exactly, a placemat. Oh crap, is this a dead end? Should I go reverse? Yeah, let's not risk it. Hopefully there's no car behind me. Oh yeah, really? This is the way? Oh no, I don't believe it. There's even a construction there? No way. Let's just go through here and hope that it leads somewhere. Okay, yeah, that's a dead end. The map said it and I didn't believe it. So how the heck do we go through that tight spot there? Placemat. Yeah. An ugly placemat at that. Yeah, I think that's because I think SAS made some changes in the shadows in 139. I first encountered that in the AI cars. I think when I had the initial version of the Caribbean map. And I had so much of a hard time trying to figure out what was causing that weird shadow underneath the cars. That placemat. Or in the car's case, it was like a platform. A black platform. I guess we'll just have to squeeze our way in somehow. This will not turn out well. I can smell it. Fall through the map, I think so. Oh crap, really? I think we have a chance of going through there. Well, we'll make it work somehow. Oh no. And of course he stops right where the lamppost is. Maybe we'll just nudge him. I am quite known for my nudges, right? What the heck is this road? Okay, we did fit in through. Oh, and this guy decided to stop right there on the single lane. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Can we squeeze in on the right side maybe? Hey, Manchester. Very good, man. Back in ETS2 for a change. Okay, let's see. If we time it properly, we should be able to squeeze in. Only thing is, those darned cars are appearing out of nowhere. Come on. I don't think it will ever end. They are going so slow. They're not giving me time to actually check. Let's see if we can fit through here. Sounds like a bad idea, guys. Oh. We'll close eyes if you want to take a professional move. That's one way of saying it. Now I think I'm properly stuck. Well, we kind of fit in. Kind of. But I guess there's some invisible barrier somewhere. We're not technically hitting anything, but we are stuck. Perfect, man. Oh, how do we get out of here? Wait. Let's try it out here. It's getting hot. Okay. Should we go and find a different route instead? 1 second. Maybe this is a trap. Maybe we should have gone here. Yeah, let's go around. Even though a big truck is next to them squeezing through. Yeah, they're real professionals. Not letting anyone. I want to squeeze through here though. We'll take it like a challenge. We'll squeeze our way in. We'll time it perfectly and we'll squeeze in through that gap after this guy. Okay. No, you stop. Oh, you didn't stop. That's your fault. If I can fit in through, I think I just ran over one of those guys. See? Didn't even give me a penalty because it wasn't my fault. Okay, maybe that was my fault. There you go. Ooh, we're saved. Free. Good. Okay. Wrong button. Let's remove that. We're good, guys. Perfect. This makes it look like an amazing trip. Professional driving services. Like a glove. That's the one. All part of the plan, guys. We just pushed the car. That's what I did exactly. Yeah. We deliver whatever it takes. We'll get there eventually. Is that a good tagline? Clumsy trucking. We'll get there. ... Eventually. With all the sightseeing, that might be the perfect tagline. Yar blah. our things. Are you driving your Mac again? What have you been playing recently? Hopefully no truck acrobatics. Oh, nice. I love these various railings. They add so much to the scenery. Oh no, we're doomed. Any mods for the flare and the lights? I think Naturalux changes them. I'm not 100% sure, but from what I remember, is part of the NL. It's a nice angle. I'm not such a fan of the textures on that waterfall. It's a bit tile-ish. Yeah, can make it work. More Easter eggs in Colorado. I love that South Park reference. Would never have figured that out on my own, regardless of how many times I passed through there. Where is that area exactly? It's a nice, very subtle reference, Easter egg. Yeah, me neither. Alex finds ways. Doing alright. Trying out the graphics mods, cool. Which one are you liking for now? What the heck is that up ahead? It's like a checkpoint? No. It's actually a tipped over trailer. Yikes. Someone took Clumsy trucking way too seriously. Yikes. That didn't look like a random event. That must be a static one here. Nice touch. Hope everyone's safe though. That road the South Park reference is on has many other fun things. Now I'm interested. What fun things are there? Or I mean, which road is it? Let's explore it. That would be cool. They'll do Montana. Where is Montana again, guys? They basically confirmed Wyoming is the next ATS DLC, right? Well, as confirmed as possible. Bye, son. SES made Alex proud right there with that joke. I don't even remember it, I just remember the bison. Above Wyoming and east of Idaho. Oh, I put Wyoming in the wrong spot. I thought that was Wyoming, east of Idaho. So Wyoming is north of Colorado? East of Utah? Maybe? We always have realistic roads on. I'm trying out RBW. It's realistic. Brutal weather. Nice. Yeah, a lot of people like RBW. Wyoming next state. Freightliner next truck. Cool. Wyoming is also east of Idaho. Which one is right next to Idaho? Or are they both there? But Montana is more to the north than Wyoming is, I guess. North of Colorado, share border with Canada. heck is happening here in this roundabout? Some weird AI behavior. Montana borders with Canada. Wyoming is north of Colorado, northeast of Utah, and southeast of Idaho. Ah, makes sense. Yes, I'm getting it now. And then to the north of Wyoming is Montana. Cool. Wyoming and Montana equals height of Idaho. Ah, now I can visualize it perfectly. Nice, thank you. Buy me a map. I would not reject it. Oh, we have a troll in our midst. Heads up. Welcome to the stream. Can tell yet if your load order is correct. Can tell if it's Colorado, NVIDIA Profile Inspector, or the mods. That looks amazing. That's good as long as it looks amazing, as long as it works. Oh, made it just in time before that train came in. There was actually a truck repair shop there, and if you notice, this lady actually crossed the street. That's one of the additional perks. Oh, that one. That guy is crossing. That lady is crossing. And AI stopped for them. It's a very nice feature of RoEx. They recently unlocked that feature. The modding community discovered it. I think was it Todor Alin who discovered that? And he shared it with the mappers, and the mappers are now using it more and more. You would rather have Montana for the memories from 18 Wheels of Steel. Extreme Trucker 2. Ah. Whoa. Might not be the correct road here. Yeah, looks like all of them are turning to the right. Tricky. If I went straight there, well, we all can imagine what would have happened. Nice touch. I like it. Oi! Who did I hit? The police car actually tried to squeeze in behind me. The nerve of that guy. No sign. I'll have to take a photo here. There's a tow truck at our back. I think he knows what's going to happen. There it is. Waiting for that inevitable moment. Oh, that looks good. It'd be better from this angle though. Hey, Geek Squad. Welcome back. Rohan, how have you been, man? Mr. 40. Played one. Oh, was there more than one? I'm very late to the party. I only started with ATS. All these different monitors. Nice. We're planning on getting in a 1440 or a 4K 60. I guess a 1440 would be better for you, because you also play other games which might benefit from high refresh rates. 1440, yeah, it's good. The 4K ones I would recommend mostly if you're sticking to simulators, I guess. if you have a large monitor. Enough to distinguish the difference. South Park reference is Route 285 west of Colorado Springs. I think I passed through that, and of course I did not notice anything. Yeah, I think I was driving offline going from, what is that city in, or that town in the center? South center of Colorado. Like to the southwest of Colorado Springs. From there to Denver. I think I probably took that route. Thanks, Alex. I guess you messaged that already and I missed it, huh? Thanks for highlighting. Oh crap. Played the game back in the day. I'm getting stuttering here and there. Not sure where it's coming from. Platform that's like an arcade. You could play the game by paying a coin every time you launch the game. Cool. Sounds old school. Thanks for following. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to join us in chat if you're in the mood. Okay, I didn't miss it. Alright, good, thank you. Right. What city is this? Chankoy? Probably read that wrong. Samsung tune. That was the Nokia ringtone that we were hearing in the background. Very subtle. I think. Old school Nokia ringtone. That was the late music. I think you're running late. Yeah, looks like it. You might not get any XP from here. Let's have a look. 2 hours ETA, 1 hour. Yeah, we'll be a bit late. Understatement of the year. Wheels of Steel, Cross America, Pedal to the Metal. Wow, so many. Are those all by SES? Goodness, they've had a lot of trucking games, huh? Hey Golden, thanks for the follow. Call Me by Shine Down. What is that? Is that the music? No, I don't have that, unfortunately. And even if I did, might be risky with all the copyright risks with playing music on stream. Those are nice looking electrical posts. Your favorite song? Cool. Well, feel free to play it in the background while I am driving. That should work. Well, if you're in mobile it wouldn't, huh? Yeah, that's true. Used to play 18 Wheels of Steel Across America, which was released 2002. Goodness. I was still in high school back then. Been using a real economy mod by Arayas. Ooh, for ETS2. Cool. What does it change? Familiar with that. Yeah, I'm not familiar with any of the 18 Wheels of Steel games. Okay, let's try not to squeeze in this time. Train. Right. Have a good one, Led. Clumsy trucking. Or maybe not. Enjoy. playing those games. I'm not so into the retro games. I don't know. I'm not so much of a reminiscing type of guy. I like looking forward more often than not. So I don't do well with the retro games. Okay, I know there's a certain appeal to, like, if your favorite game, like from the olden days, and then you get to play it again. You know, they sell those like old school family computers or NES, old school Super Nintendo or something. Like, I have no desire of getting any of those, because as much as I enjoyed playing those old school games back in the day, I am ready to move on. I'm just that kind of guy. I've had requests even to like play ETS1, I think, which might be interesting, but I just couldn't force myself to play it. Like, if I know that there's something newer and better, I have a hard time convincing myself of going back for the sake of sentiment or something like that. I guess it's just my personality. Hey Huey, it's Kriechbaum's DC13 Scania sounds. They're beautiful, aren't they? As with anything that Kriechbaum does. Guess we can stay here, just go straight ahead. Have a good night, NL. Happy weekend, man. Stay safe. Thanks for the inputs as always. Oi. Bit forward? Okay. Let's pass our documents to this guy. Map is close but it's detailed. Yeah, I think I'll pass. I'm sure it's fun in its own right, but really not my personality. Thanks for just suggesting though. It definitely will have its appeal. This is quite interesting. I've gotten this as well when I first passed through this checkpoint. Control stop, and I don't think that ever disappears. But there's a pop-up there. Oh, it does. Okay. Because I got that in the silent trucking episode. I just stopped for a while and then I just ignored it. Don't think it gives you a penalty if you don't stop though. Maybe we should do that next time just for experimentation. Those old school games got you interested in trucking. That's good for you. What got me interested was the newer games. The ATS ones. So yes, I guess it really depends on your personality. If you're a fan of retro stuff, that will really appeal to you. And that's great, you have so many choices. Whatever works for you. Your vehicle looks quite suspicious. You seem to be missing a tire. Your bumper looks like it's fallen off. So many names, my goodness. Is that all referring to one place? Just different languages? Nice. Thankfully, RGL has updated his truck officially for 139. I did miss this truck. And the 4 series is fully supported as well. Playing ATS but with the ice physics. Oh my goodness, I tried that before. The winter mod physics add-on by Grimes. Fun is not the word I'd use for it. It was interesting for sure. Hey, Scotsman, first. Yeah, definitely. You missed the train though. How are you, man? Still training? Any new DLCs you bought? I guess with the Steam sale, some are also on sale in terms of DLCs. You can see how much SES has grown in making better games. Oh yeah, definitely. If you look on an older game compared to the newer one, that definitely will highlight those changes. Thanks to the raid, Mr. G. Thank you for joining, guys. How are you? Have you been trucking as well? Sell those trains so you can get Colorado. Yeah, Steam sale. Steam has been reminding me of it non-stop. Recently though, 1 second, is this the right one? I think it is. Recently though, as you guys might know, I have not been very interested in Steam sales. I don't have any game that I am particularly excited about, any other new game at least. I'm more looking forward to like new planes, new DLCs, new paid content in Flight Sim, and new DLCs in Truck Sim. There we are. This is RoExtended 2.8, the paid version. Won't look. You have to be careful because the ice cracked and could break. Wow, that's a nice feature. Why haven't they implemented that in Truck Sim yet? Are all of these games from SES as well? I would assume so, right? Epic Games are $10 expensive from yesterday for your region. Why? So it went on sale and it became more expensive? Wow, what a sale. I guess the sale is more global. They're using global prices for the sales, but your regional prices are much cheaper. Goodness. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. Oh, and sorry about that. Feel free to join us in chat if you are in the mood. Hey, awesome. How are you? Thanks for joining. I'm a trucking fan as well. Whoa, I didn't notice I actually had a steerable axle there at the back. That will make things a bit more complex. Looks much better. That should be good already from there. Ah, they changed something, I see. Maybe you caused the prices to jack up with all the games you've been buying. It's like, oh, we can earn a lot more here. Late? How late? Oh man, that was huge. We were only late for an hour. And they cut off like what? 1/3? For pay? Those minis. Western Star Twin Steer. Ooh, is that the same one as in SnowRunner? RoExtended 2.8. No, I'm not using a low deck, although I am using a low variant of the bumper, just so it looks cooler, not so empty in front. Okay, let's see where we can go to next. I would like to get back into the western areas if we can. How much time do we have? 1 hour and a half. Let's try to get a job that we can finish. So maybe less than 1,000 kilometers. What is GE? Georgia. Interesting. We can go here. Any particular areas you guys are interested in checking out? We can stay as well inside the Ukraine-Russia areas. So RoEx and RusMap. Go to Poland. I think past this one, it might get a bit too long already for the job. Hey Kree, thanks for following. Pro mods is enabled right here, but we are not there yet physically. We are still in RoEx area. I do want to go there though. Let's make our way through. I think the one going to Hungary would be nice. We can find it again at least. Change the title. The RoEx, you added more detail. You could hope trailer. Ah, cool. That game seems to have so many features. Why didn't they move that over? Let's go to Sofia. Looks promising. Might have to change that title again as we're going into pro mods now. Can you place that, Jay? Something like RoEx 2.8 and Pro Mods 251 maybe. Thank you. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate that. Let me see if I missed any messages. Good. Right. Has anyone else explored Europe in the meantime? I think most of the people are stuck in ATS. There's just so much happening in ATS. It's amazing. Updates left, right, and center. You're getting hit by the combo. First it was Colorado, then soon it will be Pro Mods Canada, then eventually Freightliner Cascadia. And we're getting these other map mods as well. I believe we have that Hawaii map from Ducky Bay, right? I haven't tried it myself though. So I'm not sure, I think someone answered but I wasn't able to read it. You guys have any news about Iberia? What is the last blog post on it? That truck behind us looks nice. I think that's from the tuned traffic pack from Traffic Maniac. Adds a few bells and whistles to the AI trucks. Some of them at least. Oh, sorry. Actros 5 with a trailer combo. You love the triangle count. Slightly improved at least, right? From 21 million down to 16. Oh yeah, I missed that one. Hinted Texas may be coming after Wyoming. Oh, Pavel does like his teasers. I remember he also teased something along those lines before, that they've been working on a large state, something like that. So I think they've been working on it for a long time, right? That sounds promising. Oh, I like that. Evergood Cafe. Yes, let's take that one. Sure want me some coffee. Coffee outside, tuna inside. That is exactly what I'll be having for lunch. For lunch, I will be making that tuna salad. And I'll be having coffee afterwards, so that's perfect. We have a few 18 Wheels of Steel games on Steam. Oh, different Gigaspace model, so it's only 5 million. Nice. Was it much better than the default one? I haven't tried it. I wonder why with a different model it's so low. They were probably able to use, well, low, comparatively speaking, relatively speaking. I wonder if they were able to use maybe... I think that's what they tried, right? The similar parts with the default SES truck. They used the models from there instead of using their own. But for sure they had some custom models, so they can't really just reuse everything. Otherwise it would defeat the purpose. Tuna flavored coffee? Hey, that sounds good. It's like pineapple on a pizza. Evergood Cafe. I like that. This is an Ekere trailer from Cast. First time I've seen this paint job. I like it. Ooh, very clean looking. And of course, because it's coffee. Alright, so routing wise, pretty straightforward. We are going past into Romania. No. Is that Romania? No, that's probably Moldova. That's Romania, the one without the emblem in the middle. Ah, I'm learning. If I got it right at least. Yeah, and then we'll be crossing over to Bulgaria maybe. Yes, onto Sofia, so you can follow the routing. Kiwi on a pizza, oh my goodness, that one I've never tried before. Do we have any brave soul who's tried that? Pizza! Oh no. Rohan heard the magic word. But that smells fishy. Oh my goodness, I just read it now. I'm not sure who's on a quote-unquote higher level when it comes to dad jokes, Jack or Alex. Maybe we should have a face-off one of these days. The battle of the dad jokes. Jelly beans on pizza? Oh my goodness, please no. Oh. Which one is worse? Not having my face taken off. Speaking of that, did you guys watch the movie before? The Face Off movie? I guess by now you could call it a classic, huh? John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. That was a good one. Face Off was the name of the movie, if I remember correctly. And it was a literal face off. What the heck is that emote? New episode today. Ooh, nice. Yes, I'll be waiting for it. Do you know around what time it releases? How many hours from now? Maybe I can get lucky and watch that during my lunch break. Yeah, because I'm up to speed now. I'm on the latest episode already. What What I'm watching now is Umbrella Academy. I'm a bit torn about it. Not too invested yet with the story, although I've heard a lot of people like it. Maybe I'm nearing the end of season 1, so the twist has come out. But the twist was not really such a twist for me. Like, it was not very deep, the plot. But I guess that's not really the point of the series, so can't blame them for that. 24 hours from US time. Should be by evening. Okay, thanks. Maybe I can watch it by tomorrow or something. Alex with his jokes already. Oh yeah, he's here all week. Mandalorian, I do want to watch that, but we don't have Disney Plus here, so I'll have to wait for it. I might subscribe to Disney Plus when it gets to Singapore, even for just a month, just to watch that. Oh, I'm actually speeding. Well, no one's here. Umbrella Academy's okay in season 1, season 2 so weirding out. Really? Oh man, I hoped it would get better, because right now season 1 I'm not feeling it so much, although some people swear by it, so I gave it a chance. I just hate it when you have those moments like people arguing or having conflicts just for the sake of having conflicts, but there's no like logical, like if you think about it, it doesn't make sense why he reacted that way. It's like he reacted just because the director told him to do so, or it's what's said in the script. But if you like think about it, it doesn't make sense. Why would you? It gets frustrating at times, so I'm kind of trying to plow on with it. Just arguing for the sake of having some conflict in the storyline. Yeah, free Disney Plus. Ooh, it's in India already? Nice. I'm actually not sure. I haven't checked. Maybe it's available here too. But I thought it was only in the US when it released, so I have not been keeping up to date with the developments. Grand Tour episode in December. Oh, is that still ongoing? Cool. We don't support that here, Deso. Please don't talk about that. That's not something I would promote. Think about all the hard work from the people and you're just stealing it away. Thanks, Jay. ISP is giving out free sub for Disney Plus. Oh, nice. That's a nice deal. Yeah, cool. Airtel. Those are the providers there in your country, huh? Cool. You rather enjoy simulations than watch something. Oh yeah, that's very true. You know, Alex is a fan of watching more or YouTube more than the series, right? Sometimes the series can be a bit frustrating. Sometimes it's just watching for the sake of watching. Okay, just a habit that you can throw off. Oftentimes the content on YouTube is much better depending on who you watch. That's what you call self-promotion. Hey, puppy. Doing good, man. Thanks for joining. How are you? Ooh, yeah, nice water reflections there. Very easy on the eyes. 3-monitor setup. I'm loving it. It's so good for productivity. I've not used it as much for triple monitor gaming. I've not had so much time with offline driving, flying at the moment. So mostly I've been sticking to single monitor for games. But yeah, in terms of productivity, just having so much real estate in the screen, it's so helpful. Like when I'm doing the modding, the compatibility patch, just having everything open and not even needing to alt tab, it's so helpful. And I can use it for my work as well. It's perfect. Actually, ASUS hasn't reached out to me yet. They haven't gotten their monitors yet. So I'm still using the ones they lent me. So I'm waiting for them to get back to me. But I'm not going to follow up on them because why refuse, right? Oh crap. Let's see a harvester up ahead. That might be blah. Farming up ahead. Triple monitor experience is real on trucking. Oh, definitely. I love offline trucking with triple monitors. It's so good. And then listening to podcasts, the feeling you get looking left and right on your mirrors and them being physically as physical as possible, being there, it's a completely different feeling. I'm loving it. Of course, I'm missing the smoother frame rates that a single monitor gives, but it's worth the trade-off. Oh my goodness, this guy is the slowest. I actually like it. That's one nice detail that Kriechbaum added. When you go to exterior view like this, it's actually loud enough. I'm not sure how he managed it. You know, because that's the normal like sickness. So ever since we moved to F mod with 137, that's the main problem. Like when you go to exterior view, the engines normally sound so soft because the camera is far from the truck, right? And because of that space from the truck to the camera point of view, the audio is, by the time it reaches the camera, it's very soft already. But somehow Kriechbaum was able to work around that. I just noticed it now. Nice touch. Like, it's loud even if you go out. Normally it would be like whispering at you already. Why didn't this one rev up? You've been wanting some triple monitor in-game screen of ETS2 and ATS. It is beautiful. Yeah, it's not good for content creation though, which is a bit sad. But I guess it's a blessing in disguise because if I push through with a triple monitor setup while recording, while streaming, I would eventually need a fourth monitor. That means even more complexity when it comes to my setup and everything. So I guess it all turned out for the best. Sticking to single monitors for the content creation purposes. First speeding fine ticket. Dang it. Madster's new update to his MAN is the MAN TGX 2020. For real? I haven't heard about that. I have my doubts though. I would think if he's going to make a new truck, it would be a new truck altogether. But I don't know, I haven't read the thread. Like how he has a different mod for the MAN TGX versus the Euro 6. Bucket of Doom sighting. Stay away for your own good. Interior looks like Euro 6. lots of rumors and teasing videos. Oh, if there's that much teasing going on, it might be a new one then. Oh, stutter. Would Alex know what car this is? Looks like a BMW. I have no idea. Looks cozy though. Beware. Yeah. Don't even go near it. It's an old car. Sounds accurate. Is this the turn? Yes, this is the turn. Have you guys heard anything about the Pro Mods Canada release? Would make sense for Pro Mods to release it already, as the hype has, I think, reached its peak. Content creators had access to it, so people have seen that it's there, it's coming. I think now would be the perfect time to release it, as if we prolong this, personally, I think the hype would go down. Because people will get used to the idea that it's there and they don't have access to it. So I think the best approach from what I've noticed so far is releasing something to the content creators a few days or a week in advance and then releasing it to the public. I think that so far, I don't have numbers, but personally that's how I feel that kind of marketing is has the best effect. Maybe they're using misleading video titles. Could be. Maybe they're just building up the hype. I don't know. We'll see. That's a good thread to keep an eye on. Thanks for the heads up, Panda. Hey, Celador. Jaguar F-Type. Might be. I'll leave you guys to judge. I know nothing about it, unfortunately. Looks like Lola from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, I don't think I've watched that far ahead into it. I was watching it for a time, but I stopped for some reason. Can't remember why though. In the eyes of the owner, it's always new. That's true. Oh, that looks so good. This city is looking very nice. I love the combination of buildings. Not long to wait now. Going to rewatch 1 to 4. Oh, really? Episode 1, 16th of December. Thanks for reposting and highlighting that, Jack. Yes, I did miss it. I am looking forward to that one. I was actually looking for a show to watch because I caught up with Star Trek Discovery and I couldn't. Yeah, and I was waiting for the next one. So I was looking for a new series. I eventually ended up with Umbrella Academy, which I'm not really so much getting into at the moment, but I am watching it nonetheless. But yeah, I was looking for a show in Amazon Prime. Couldn't find anything that I liked. But I saw the older seasons of Expanse, so it kind of reminded me. Is it still going to be in Amazon Prime? Prime Video? The season 5 of Expanse? I guess so. The Magicians is one series that I really enjoyed. But in Amazon Prime, it's not available in my region, the latest season. It reminds me of when I used to read a lot of fantasy books, sci-fi and fantasy books. The Magicians is right along that alley. You're so into Expanse right now. Have any of you guys read the book? The books? How many books are there? And is it finished? Because I was in a bookstore the other week. I was trying to look for it, but I couldn't find anything. It got me curious. Like, normally the books are better than the series. Was wondering if it was the same in this case. Bucket of Doom. Hey Lion, thanks for joining the stream. How are you? Oh, I remember this city. Yeah, I think this is new. This was one of the new ones in 2.6, was it? Was there 2.7 RoEx? I can't remember. But yeah, I remember driving through here at night in one of the videos. What city is this? Odessa? Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, Odessa. Wow, look at that. Goldfish memory actually working. Prime Video. Okay, I'll wait for the 16th then. You have all the books. Is it finished in the books? How many are there? I might try and look for one. Might be available in the Kindle store. I do have a lot of Amazon. How do you say the balance? So I should be able to buy a lot of books for free. Renault Magnum hauling Scania Next Gen. Why? Who was there? The one that was beside us? Oh, good catch. Oh, that was a sharp turn. Almost didn't make it. Why are all these animals popping up in chat? Except this guy? Except Rex? It's on Kindle for sure. Some are... Ah, I see. Nice. Cool. Yeah. I can probably get into it. It's been a while since I've read a book though. I actually can't remember anymore when I had the time to read books before. Because before I was reading like, I don't know, 4 books a month. Now I'm reading 0. What am I doing with my time? Maybe I have to get back into the habit. I remember there's a site, bestfantasybooks.com or something like that. If you Google best fantasy books, you'll see it. I think I read almost all of the top books in their top series. How much I was reading before. And then eventually I grew up and went to nonfiction. Boo! I haven't gotten back since. But I think one of my... probably my favorite series, or second favorite, is the... oh, I forgot the name. The author is Patrick Rothfuss or something like that. Name of the Wind is book 1. And the fans have been waiting for book 3 for the longest time, but the author doesn't seem like he has plans on releasing it or making it. We are at the mercy of the authors, of the author. Book? What is that? That's what you place on top of paper so it doesn't fly away in the wind. It's paperweight. Because of 3080 in MSFS, I think that's the right answer. Those are the culprits. I'm loving the look here, loving the textures there. Very nice. And also Colorado, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we actually have some fantasy book fans as well from time to time in chat. Doesn't look like we have some in here now though. I remember at one point I had someone in chat who knew about Mistborn. It's nice when that happens. Doesn't happen often though, but doesn't stop me from trying, right? Games on sale for $5. Hey, nice. Which game is it? ETS2? Probably. Oh yeah, the base game goes on sale often. Practically free at that rate. It's enough to hook you in, and then you start buying the DLCs. You're in for a ride. Cool, man. Perfect time to get into it then. $3060 Ti is faster than the 2080 Super and 400 MSRP. Wow. Has it been officially announced, or is this still in the rumor mill, like the 20 gig 3080 or something? What has been confirmed from Nvidia? Because at this point I try to stay away from the rumors. There's so many flying around. Yeah, it's a slippery slope. But then if you're enjoying, it's a good slope to slip on. Wouldn't have chosen any other slope to slip on. It never ends. Then a side panel and a new table. True. True. Yeah, when I decongested my table, I realized I actually would have a space for the side panel if I moved my shifter closer to the wheel. I might just have enough space for it. Dun dun dun. More buttons, more fun. Triple monitor, yeah, true. I guess that's more of a rumor right now, Geek Squad, huh? Yeah. May or may not happen. 10% slower, that's very nice. No worries, man. Happy weekend, stay safe. Glad you could hang out with us. Appreciate it. Hey Jack, can put an S in there. Mods would work. There you go. Thanks, Jay. Oh, this is beautiful. What is this in the middle? Like a pond, swamp. And the highway just branching off away from it. Oh, I love this view. This looks so nice. Cool. Wrong Jack. Yes, it's Friday here already. 10 a.m. Friday. After the performance of 6800 XT. Yeah, I know, right? The 6900 XT should be matching the 3090, they said, but with how well the 6800 XT is performing, maybe it will surpass it. And it looks like the AMD cards have better overclocking capabilities, at least in terms of its clock speed. But I'm not sure if that translates to real game performance. But yeah, things are really looking promising for AMD. I'm happy. That means they are now a real competition, and Nvidia will have to step it up in turn. Always good for the consumer when you have this healthy competition going around. I think where AMD is really lacking at the moment is on the software side though, so hopefully they catch up on that. But if they have such a powerful hardware already, I guess it's only a matter of time till they get the hang of the software. Drivers and stuff, maybe even a video encoder, right? Last time I heard, the video encoder of AMD was pretty bad compared with Nvidia at least. Maybe now they will be more motivated to step it up and also be competitive. When that happens, oh, might be looking to switch. It's 12 p.m. Friday there. Oh, even more advanced. Where are you from? You? Australia, I guess? Okay, crossing over to Moldova now. Doesn't support DLSS and other things that Nvidia has. Yeah, I guess if you're playing those AAA games that use that, then that would be a disadvantage. I heard that, yeah, in terms of ray tracing, Nvidia is also much better because AMD is still on first gen, so they haven't quite mastered it yet. But for just pure raw, what do we call it, rasterization performance, that's where AMD is really a contender. Trying to get a PS5. Yeah, anyone got a PS5, guys? I went to the mall the other day. Oh yeah, I got a haircut, and I passed by this computer store, gaming store, which was selling consoles, and there were like lines, queues of people, and apparently it was PS5 release day, I guess, when I got it. I think that was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Was that spot on with the PS5 release date? And they had like a banner which said PS5 is all sold out until December or something like that. So it looks like it's selling off. It's good. Not really interested in it, but I'm sure many people are. Anyone familiar what games are available in the PS5? Any exclusive titles that are a must-have? Hey Fang, no worries man. Gobble till you wobble stream. What is that? Sounds funky. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Ah, Australia East Coast. I see. Cool. How are things going there? I think you had your... I think the numbers with the virus. You guys are able to handle it well now, right? Last I heard you were doing well. I'm living in Singapore. So... UTC plus 8. A PS7? All out of stock. Everything is out of stock these days, huh? Getting stolen? My goodness. From their homes? Oh, that's scary. It's not selling off, they're taken by scrappers. Ah. Constant trouble of these scalpers, huh? PS5, what? Yuck. Miles Morales, PS5 exclusive. The Spider-Man games have been amazing from what I've seen. I think that I saw the one from... It was probably PS4 still, but it looked so good. And it was like a sandbox game, so you could travel wherever you liked. Swing across buildings and stuff like that. That would be fun, yeah. Can imagine the fun. What specs does a PS5 even have? I'm not really familiar with it. Nor the Xbox... what? You have two variants, right, of the Xbox? What is it, Series X and Series S? I'm not familiar what their specs are. But yeah, if anything, I'm happy that consoles are there. Because when developers try to optimize their games for consoles, PC users also get optimized. Although sometimes that's a bad thing, but sometimes it can be good too. Depends how they implement it. That was quick. Moldova was quick. We're now crossing over to Romania. Opening up borders for Christmas. Nice. Great to hear, man. Stay safe. Yeah, over here in Singapore we're doing very good too, but I think the borders will remain closed. We were planning on having a travel bubble with Hong Kong. Oh, wrong button. My bad. But I think that got delayed because Hong Kong got a spike recently. So they're holding off on that bubble. PS7, your PS4 is stacked on top of your PS3. I saw a meme about that. I think he had a PS3 and PS2 stacked on top of each other. And so he had a PS5, mathematically speaking. Kilometer Morales. Oh my goodness. PS4 since 2014. I don't even have a PS4. The last one I got was a PS3. $16 GB VRAM and all AMD specs. Wow. AMD is really stepping it up, huh? But the video card they have, is that from Nvidia, I guess? Or do they have their own? How does it work with consoles? Yeah, thankful that it's good tier 2. Hopefully it keeps up. Trying to be vigilant about it, so they're still asking us to wear masks and follow all the usual social distancing measures. We wear masks when we're outside, even if it's in open areas. So Mrs. Clumsy goes to the office now, like half the time in the week. 50-50. But they have to wear their masks the entire day while inside the office. Although she says she's gotten used to it by now, so it's not much of a bother anymore. But I can imagine it can be quite a hassle. But all for safety. All for safety. We do our part. Contribute as much as we can. Christmas in 4 weeks, my goodness. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It's December already next week. It's going to be a very different Christmas. As I mentioned a while ago, it's going to be our first Christmas in Singapore. Not actually sure what to expect, because of course I'm biased, but nothing beats the Christmas in the Philippines. It's where family is, all our friends are. I imagine whenever we go home, go back during Christmas season, it would be one of the most enjoyable times, and we would be meeting up with different groups of friends every day, because we'll only be able to go back for a couple of, like, 1 to 2 weeks at most, usually just 1 week even. So it will be filled to the brim with appointments, with meetups with the friends, and we only get to see them once a year or so. Would be a very nice time, but yeah, all of that is out of the equation this year. Thankfully, Mrs. Clumsy with me, otherwise I would go bananas. But yeah, still, the reunions are not a thing. Like Mrs. Clumsy's side, they have family reunions every year, and I think this is going to be the first year ever throughout the different generations where they won't have a reunion because of that. Very different times we're living in, but we're hanging in there, right? We'll get by. AMD video card as well. Wow, nice. Mudrunner is free on Epic. Cool. SnowRunner not free. PS5 floats a little bit longer than the PS4. Look. Wait, I'm trying to get the reference. I don't get it. Is that a boat reference? 3080 runs so good, so smooth. Thanks, Van. Glad it's also reflecting on the stream. Yeah, it's quite nice. And I'm happy because I already have the NVIDIA profile tweaks here, which hurts performance a lot, but it can still manage. Plum cakes you used to get in school for Christmas. How do you guys celebrate Christmas in India? Is it like is it a holiday as well, or is it more like I don't know, how does it go? Here in Singapore we only have 1 day of holiday, only on the 25th, In the Philippines, we have 2 days, I think, 24 and 25, if I remember correctly. And it's pretty much a given that all of the people will be on vacation on Christmas holidays. Her family just staying this year for Christmas. Mom's parents aren't hosting anything this year. Yeah, I guess many families would limit their exposure to each other. As sad as it seems, it's for the better. Challenge 6. Is that the King of the Hill? Oh my goodness, brings back memories. Yeah. And yeah, it's quite similar to what I mentioned a while ago. I'm a very forward-looking guy. So if there's SnowRunner, I would find little reason to go back to MudRunner. Even though MudRunner is for sure good in some aspects, like the manual shifting, I tend to not look back a lot. That's, I guess, just my personality. And Mrs. Clumsy says the same about me. I'm not a very sentimental person. Maybe that's why I have very bad memory as well. Maybe that's why I have goldfish memory, because if you try and convert it into a configuration, my brain is configured to look forward. So anything in the past, I forget easily. So I focus more on the present and in the future, which can be both a good and bad thing depending on the situation. But that's what I have, so that's what I'm trying to maximize. Oh, it's very shiny here, huh? Blindingly shiny. Slow down a bit here. Single day holiday, I see. I'm surprised it's even still holiday. Do you have a lot of Christians there? I would imagine not, but it's good they made it into holidays still. Only the Christians have that mass and decorations, I see. Yeah, here in Singapore, it's getting celebrated. We're getting lights all over the country. Even I think those who are not Christians are celebrating it, but more as a not a religious event, but more of a festive cultural thing, or a tradition maybe. We also have only one day, 25th. Yeah, same here. Staying home? Yeah, no problem. I got it, Geek Squad. Sounds like you really need to replace your hard drive. Yeah. It's getting full. It gets full easily. The rolling cache has a very limited amount, very limited capacity. You can only look forward. Yeah, which is a bit of a shame actually, personally. When I try to reminisce, when I try to think of the good times, like especially when my parents passed away, right? And I tried to think of the good memories, I could hardly come up with anything. There are some, of course, that sticks, but it's not like other people who can remember so many things. I almost could not remember anything except the real significant ones, which is a bit of a shame. Like when you're trying to honor their memory, you can't really remember a lot from them or the time with them. It's a bit sad. So that's one huge disadvantage. Like even with Mrs. Clumsy, some of the events I forget already. So yeah, but at least she knows me by now, so she mostly doesn't take it against me. It's just the way I'm built, forward looking. 3% of the population, yeah, that's what I expected. It's very much a minority. I see. Family that put their Christmas stuff up first weekend of October. Oh yeah, that's late. In the Philippines, as soon as it hits September, it's the Christmas season. We call it the Burr months because it's September, October. Speeding offense, Burr. That guy was just waiting for me to make a mistake. Yeah, so we call it the Burr months, and once the Burr months hit, it's Christmas season, and you can start to see people. Really, you can start to see people putting up their lights and stuff. These days, though, I'm not sure if that's still a thing. It was a thing definitely in Facebook and in social media. Like we have, there is a famous guy known in the Philippines for his Christmas carols. So whenever the Burr months come, his face would start popping up in social media, like something to the lines of like, "Are you ready for me yet?" Something like that. So you know that when the Burr months come in, Christmas is coming. It's the biggest event, biggest holiday in the Philippines. Like, ideally, if you're a Christian, supposedly the biggest event for you should be Easter. That is the peak. If you're talking about it from a religious point of view, that is the epitome of the Christian religion, of Christianity. The day when Christ came back to life. But I don't know if it's in other countries as well, but in the Philippines, in reality, the biggest event is Christmas. I don't have a real explanation for it, but maybe it's kind of how tradition has that guy is enjoying ticketing me at every stop. Fine. Like Easter we celebrate, but not as much as Christmas. Man, it's getting dark again. Should find somewhere to sleep. Never admitted you don't remember. Not sure if I can get that past her. I don't think I will be convincing enough, so I decided to go with the safer route, which is all cards open and live with the consequences. Can we expect to sing us? Well, Jack will sing, he said. We'll leave the singing to Jack. I think we'll all enjoy that. Whoa, train. Very nice. If you're keeping count, it's for speeding tickets. Basically a collector of tickets now. It's a hobby. Yeah, Jack will do it for us. Donate 500 and I will sing. Why not? It's a nice rate. Every year for the last 2 years, our family has been opening Christmas presents at 4:30 a.m. Wow. Do you guys wake up early or do you guys stay up late? I have to get some sleep here. Trying to see where that entrance is though. Should be one here on the left. Might as well refuel. And the entrance is on the other side, it seems. Okay, let's follow the traffic rules. Is that cop still behind us? I think it's still the same guy. Let's shake him off. He's got so many tickets from us already. Now we're not doing that anymore. First year that we're not doing. Oh yeah, that's sad, huh? Yeah. I remember before when I was a kid, yeah, we used to open presents at 12 midnight. We would stay up late waiting for the 25th and we would open it at that exact moment. Or we would have Noche Buena first, so we would have a meal. Usually it would be hot chocolate. The tablea ones, we love that. Coupled with bread and cheese, queso de bola, and then ham, Christmas ham. Oh, that'd be perfect. We'll do that on midnight, and then we would proceed with opening the presents. But as we grew older, that tradition became less apparent, became less pronounced. Oftentimes, they would have Noche Buena earlier, like 11 p.m., and we would be snoring by midnight. Or, and then the gifts, we would just open the gifts come morning. Yeah. Growing up takes the joy out of Christmas. Which is sad. 4:30 a.m. I know, right? That's how I wake up these days, though. Burned all your presents if you got up at 4:30. Too early. Normally, parents would, I guess, be mad when you wake up late. But I guess it's the same if you wake up too early. You don't get enough sleep. Let's wait for that guy to pass. Thank you. Scotsman, we missed the train again. No money. Oh. Yeah, he spent it already. Spent it in Amsterdam. How about for you guys? What Christmas traditions do you have? Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, what's the equivalent? For Hindus, didn't it just pass the biggest event? Deepavali? Is that the equivalent one? Or do you have something, do you celebrate something bigger? In the US, is Thanksgiving or Christmas bigger? I remember I think I asked this question before already, but I forgot the answer. They seem pretty close in terms of gravity, but maybe Thanksgiving is more important, huh? Christmas is far bigger. Oh, is it? Oh, I see. That's great. So even though Thanksgiving is a big deal, Christmas is bigger. Cool. It's great to hear. Opening of presents and stuff. Oh yeah. I remember in Manila specifically, Christmas would be very chaotic. When December hits, you can expect traffic, which is worse by default, very bad by default, go even worse, if you can imagine such a thing. Because all the people are going out, taking their cars because they have like dinner afterwards, meet up with friends afterwards, or buying gifts afterwards. Whatever the reason is, there are more cars on the road, so traffic would get way, way worse. But it's one of the Christmas vibes. And you would have all these gatherings left and right. You have to buy all these gifts and do all these meetups. Which I am missing, to be honest. I'm an introvert and all, but still, I would want to meet my friends from time to time, and that from time to time usually is Christmas. Bit of a shame. But we work with what we have. I wonder how it would go. Yeah, I guess we'll pour it into something that we can spend on to keep ourselves happy. Retail therapy would do the trick. Man, I love how the shadow on that truck, on our truck, just stays there, super crisp, and adjusts as we turn. I love the detail in there and how crisp it looks. That's thanks to the increased shadow size in the config settings. Beautiful. Spend it all on Putin, maybe. Yeah, wouldn't put it past Scotsman. Okay, stay at 50 this time. Hindus have a lot of festivals. It's a main one, too many to list. It's good. Deepavali and Navaratri is big. Oh, I'm not familiar with Navaratri. I'm not sure if we celebrate that in Singapore. Deepavali for sure. RC car for Christmas. Man, I remember my RC. I think I told this story before, but I was so sad about it. I always wanted one of those RC cars when I was a kid. Remote controlled cars, right? Train, there we go. And I was asking my parents for it for the longest time, at least from what I can remember. And they eventually gave me one. But they gave me an RC car that was not wireless, if you can imagine such a thing. Yeah, such a thing existed before. So it was remote controlled, but there was a wire from the controller all the way to the car. So you can imagine the limit in the range. How much the car can travel, right? And when I got it, I was so frustrated. It was like, oh, this isn't what I asked for. But yeah, that was the best I got. So thankfully, I didn't need to get something better when I grew up. I eventually outgrew it. But yeah, that sticks with me. That was a very memorable frustration on my end because I never knew such a thing could exist. A wired RC car. Is that how you say it? Maybe. Navaratri. New Night. Yeah, it's not familiar with me. I don't think we celebrate it in Singapore, or at least not as a holiday. It's a 1 week thing. Wow. That's fun. Yeah. From what I've seen, Indians sure know how to celebrate. That sounds like a very interesting holiday. Like even your weddings, right? The weddings are like a week long as well. Super cool. Oh, it's not a holiday. Oh, that's interesting. It's a celebration but not a holiday. How can you celebrate? Yeah. So that's why I don't know it. I only would know it if it was turned into a holiday. Nice touch there. Someone getting inspected. Probably sneaking off some contraband. Where'd that guy come from? I just saw him pop out of my side mirror when I looked left. That is probably where a triple monitor setup would work, because I would see him on a periphery. A blue thing coming close. Even if I was not looking directly on my side mirror. Remember when cars weren't RC? I guess that's as close as what I got, right? Not sure you could call it RC if the R was not really R. With a wire in there. Looks gorgeous in some places. Nice. Enjoy, Rohan. What? No more TUF Gaming? WC car, yeah, I think that's a better term. A more appropriate term. Push cars ourselves and make vroom vroom noises. Oh yeah, I remember those as well. I think I was old enough to get into those cars too. The ones where you like pulled it back so it got a bit of winding, and then when you let it go, it would move forward. Yeah. Why is this car going so slow? Oh, it's only 40 kilometers here. This is such a nice landmark. This must be from the Black Sea DLC, huh? Trucks on the right, okay. X-ray inspection, good. Hey, okay. Sure thing, man. Is the compatibility patch working? Yeah, when I read your message, I was like, yeah, why didn't I make it? I was in the mood to make the compatibility patch. I just woke up, getting my coffee, thinking of what I can do, and thought might as well. Some people have been requesting it too. And it shouldn't take so long. $450. Yeah. Hey Sith. Yeah, DC13 by Kriechbaum. So good, right? Kriechbaum, no doubt about his work quality. Ran Utsav Kuch Festival between October to Feb. Wow, so many festivals. Nice. Yeah, how are those festivals going about these days? I read here in Singapore, normally for Chinese New Year, I think here in Singapore, Chinese New Year is the biggest one. In terms of the holidays, this is Chinese New Year is the only holiday when we have 2 consecutive days off. So that says something about the scale of the holiday. And normally there would be like huge parades in Chinatown, but they announced that they will not be having it, even if that will still be next year. I think it will be what, Jan or Feb. Next year would be the Chinese New Year. In Jan, I think. Yeah, they're not going through with the parade. Still too dangerous, which is sad. No, a lot of people will be disappointed there. I remember one time during Chinese New Year, we were here in Singapore. Oftentimes we would go out, go on vacation. But that year we were here. And we went to Chinatown to experience the local vibe, you know. But we didn't last that long. We had some dinner at an authentic Chinese restaurant. Just looked for something on the side of the road. Looked for something nice. It was yummy. And then the plan was to stay up until the fireworks started and the festivities, the parade started. I think we only managed to stay until the beginning of the festivities. It was so noisy and we were just too old already to enjoy. It's like, oh, it's so noisy. Let's go home. I'm tired. Old age problems. Oh, looks like they have the, how do they say, catenaries here. For the electric buses maybe. Cool stuff. Haven't seen one yet though. forget some of them already. Oh crap, that doesn't look safe. Oh, bridge shot. Cannot let go of this one, guys. Festivals are not the same. No families together, nothing happening on the streets. Yeah, same here. Hope it gets better by next year. The vaccine seems to be pretty promising. Hope it is as good as it is being advertised. But yeah, even with the vaccine, it will not be an instant thing. Like, there was an article I read that popped up. Not sure how accurate it was, but it was saying something along the lines of, even with the vaccine, it will take the Philippines like 3 to 5 years to vaccinate everyone because of how many people there are and how, like, the speed at which the vaccine can be deployed. So even with the vaccine, it's not a quick instant solution. The dissemination itself has challenges. And I guess that's assuming there is enough supply for everyone and people can afford it, governments can afford it, and all that stuff. All the complexities involved. So we have to stay vigilant and do our part. Cannot take it easy, even if the numbers are getting good. And especially if the numbers are not yet turning for the better. Oy, 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 oy. What's up here? Weird. Must be an AI routing problem with the map. Take years, yeah, it's sad, but yeah, things are starting to look up, hopefully. Family's not getting the vaccine for a long time after here. Don't trust it yet. That's very true. It is very, how do you say, scary. Trying out something new, even if it says it's been clinically trialed, it's been successfully tested and all that stuff. The real test is when it gets deployed to the masses. That's the only time you really see the full effects. And I'm not sure if I would be first in line to test out something that's new. I mean, until now we're getting some reservations about getting a simple flu vaccine. Says we like Mrs. Clumsy has a company benefit. I think it's either free or a discounted rate to get the flu vaccine, and we were planning on getting one. But like days before we got it, there was an article that came out. Apparently a flu vaccine like killed some people, which was not really directly caused by the vaccine, but it was somehow related to it. And some people were saying the vaccine might have changed because of the presence of the virus already, the new virus, I don't know, something like that. But as a result, the government here in Singapore pulled out that specific vaccine from the shelves. And like, if that vaccine had possible side effects, how likely could it be that the other ones have it too? So we were like, oh, wait a minute, let's maybe test the waters first and see how things progress in the coming months before we get something. So we held off on it. Although I don't think it's directly caused by that, but yeah, just playing it safe. Even if the government itself took some precautions against it already, might be good to follow that that direction. Hey Nestor, good morning. How are you, man? Glad you made it today. Getting a flu shot next week. Yeah, that was what their plan was as well. Just held off on it. Trying to see further news about that specific one that we were getting. Because there are different kinds, right? Hard for people to regain trust in things which, yeah, very true. Very, very true. It's similar to the 737 MAX issue, right? How about you guys personally? If when the flights resume, when the travel becomes available again, would you be willing to get onto a 737 MAX? Not so sure what my answer would be there. I would say yes, normally, knowing what was involved in that certification and watching the videos that I've seen. But in reality, I'm not sure. If I had a choice, maybe I would choose a different plane, different flight. So yeah, don't think I can honestly answer that right now. To honestly say I will not have second thoughts, because I will. Even if it says it's undergone all the certifications and everything, I guess it will take some level of trust. Some brave early adopters. Oh man, I was hoping I wouldn't get that red light offense. Looks like the police is on my heels this entire trip. There's always some cop behind me, tailing me, waiting for me to make a mistake. They're confusing with what? How many tickets now? I never count them. It will just make me sad. Thank you. How about that one? Looks like a classic for sure. Oh, you're confusing Rohan. What are you recommending to him? Get the what was that? People are recommending this to me. Samsung G7 or something. Like it's I think a super ultra wide 1440 monitor. Super duper extra ultra wide monitor. I don't know what you call it. AC Cobra, $1 million car? That one? Oh, thankfully we didn't hit it. I almost crashed into it. Goodness. That would have been an expensive bill. G7 is beyond my budget. How much is it anyway? People just recommend it to me. Of course, when people are not involved in the purchasing, they would be more than happy to recommend to you the best of the best, right? I did not even look at it. I'm not yet ready for ultra wide experience, because with games you would have to go full screen, because normally the windowed version of the games are not very stable in terms of like the window is not always on the same spot. You have to resize it every time, you know, all these small things, but they all detract from the immersive experience. So for me, if you're not going ultra wide in terms of the entire game, might be better not to get an ultra wide monitor at all. Having a game in windowed mode, 16:9, and then the rest of the space you use for utilities, browsers, OBS. In theory it works. In reality, I guess it would be a pain for some games depending on the game. Because yeah, windowed mode has never been so stable with performance nor with ease of use. For productivity, I guess it would be a completely different equation. But $800. Game runs awesome with your GPU and CPU, and your monitor's the bottleneck since 75 Hz. So you're Mr. 75 too? Yeah. Between 60 and 75, I think you should also notice something very subtle difference, but it should be a tad smoother from the perspective. If you look really hard on it, at least. There's only one Mr. 75. Oh, you're Mr. 40 now, right? You've been downgraded. Thanks to Flight Sim. Yeah, I'm still a bit frustrated about Flight Sim right now. I bought a Payware plane, the Mooney, to prepare for the US World Update because I know that they will be releasing some very beautiful sights, and I wanted a plane that's perfect for sightseeing. So I bought the Mooney. It's a classic plane that has steam gauges and everything, no glass cockpits whatsoever. And then when the update came, it completely broke the plane. Like anything you click on the cockpit, it causes a crash. So you can fly it, but don't click on anything. Everything has to be mapped on your buttons already. And if you accidentally click something, you can move the mouse wheel on something, crash. And it's just so unfair to the third-party developers how they release an update like that. And the worst part is, so they released an update, it broke the third-party planes, and the worst thing is, the third-party developers, even if they do something about it and submit an update, that update has to be reviewed, processed by Microsoft, and then published to the store. And that publishing time takes quite a bit as well. Like Carenado has fixed or submitted the fix like more than a week ago, I think. It still hasn't gone live now. So they haven't even given a chance for the third-party developers to adjust. Just bad practice, in my view. It's a very what do you say? It's not very good for your partners, right? If you treat them like that. So I hope they learn from it, and I hope they change the way that works. Because right now, what I take away from this is I would never buy a plane from the in-sim marketplace. Because if it takes it this long for something to get updated, and the third-party developers are at the mercy of Microsoft publishing the update, which takes a while, then might as well buy it from a third-party site, an external site, maybe the homepage of the developers, and then when they push something, you can get it immediately. At least that one you can have like a workaround. But yeah, granted, it's a very young platform, so I guess we can give them a bit of leeway. Maybe they're still learning. But yeah, things are not looking that good for now. And I can't help. I usually look at the bright side, but in this regard, it's getting a bit too much update after update. So I really hope that they learn their lesson and change. Is this the right road? Yes, it is. Good. 100. And with that mood of frustration, the skybox agrees with me. It has turned for the worst as well. Perfect timing, right? I'll be Mr. 60. It's good enough. You guys prefer being known as numbers? Like in Umbrella Academy, they have names like number 1, number 2. Grayscaled, yeah. This is my least favorite skybox. In ATS, you get this quite often, and I have to change it every time I see it. Because the skybox looks good from above, like when looking above, like that one, let's see. There's a bit of definition in there, clouds, bit of color. But from the view of the truck, you only see gray. So you don't see at all the nice part. Which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, if I knew how, I would remove this from the list. I think we stay here in the middle. Yes. Official skybox of 2020. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's true. 2020, huh? My goodness. Only they are allowed to add malicious stuff. Yeah. Hopefully not by choice, but every update has been pretty consistent. But yeah, that review process looks like it's not the fastest thing. And at this point, it's not giving me confidence. If I had a choice of buying the Mooney outside the InSim marketplace, I would have done so. But Carenado decided that they only sell their plane, their FS 2020 planes in the InSim marketplace. So they might change their stance in the future if they have a choice, given how things are progressing right now. Because yes, they are quite frustrated as well, as you guys can imagine. People are blaming them for what Microsoft did, and they cannot do anything about it. So when you read the posts from Facebook from Carenado, you can feel their frustration too. Hey, thanks for the follow. Feel free to join us in chat. Sorry for the salty comments, salty vibe, but I need to let off some of that frustration. Good there. Combine NL and PNG in JPEGs. Oh yeah, I know, right? I have no idea about that either. That is beyond my pay grade. Oh, look at that. We're just in time. 11. Wow. And just on cue, you guys can probably hear, or maybe not, maybe NVIDIA broadcast is working its magic. Renovations are happening on the upper floor. Guys, have any news when Cascadia will be released? Looking forward to that one. I don't think I've ever driven a Cascadia yet in the sim. Not even the modded ones. I remember, who was it? I think Galimim had an updated version from Frank Peru. But I don't think it was the highest quality, so I skipped out on it. And he himself was noting that it's a very raw mod, but he wanted to fix it as much as he can. There we go. Skyboxes for days. Perfect timing. There you go. We measured that perfectly at least. Well, thank you guys for joining the stream. Hope you guys stay safe. Enjoy the weekend. And we'll get through this together. Some tough, challenging times ahead, but strength in numbers, right? We'll get along and we'll power through. Have a good day, guys. And as BTS would say, life goes on. Of course, I find a way to squeeze BTS in there. Have a great weekend, have a good night, and catch you on Discord. Bye-bye. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.